Good morning. I've got my cup of tea. We'll give it a minute or two, see who jumps in, if anybody jumps in. I know I was just watching Jimmy G's 100 subscriber giveaway. Um, so congrats, Jimmy, on your 100. And I know this is a big C2E2 is this weekend in Chicago, and I know a number of channels are there. I was just watching a couple of videos this morning. Chip Getler, there's a whole crew. Jimmy from Small Town Collectibles, Nick's Kicks and Comics, DJ Links, Pocan Joe, Remy Q, Slim Comics, and more. A bunch of channels over at C2E2. So they're probably getting ready to head out to the show. I think it opens at 10 a.m. I think the floor opens at 10. So. But yeah, I have some shout outs to do this week. A couple of new channels that I discovered. It was so just this week, these three channels new to me on my, just I think I found them in somebody else's chat. So the first channel I want to mention is DC Irish. And he's really new. I think he only has, I think when I subbed, I think I was maybe 15 or 16. So he's like under 20, under 25 subscribers. So definitely go check out his channel. He's got probably 5 or 6 videos up so far. I mean, he's really new. So definitely want to support him. I saw a couple unboxings from him. So some good books he was picking up. So definitely go check him out. All of the links are down below. So DC Irish, welcome to the community, and let's hope hope your channel sticks around and you can grow. We'll try to get you as much support as possible. And another channel that I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this was new to me. He may have been on my radar in the past, but Puff Comics 83. And he's a mid-sized channel, about 500 subs. So definitely want to go check him out. I think he's been on a little bit of a break over the last 2 weeks or so. I think he just started a new job, and so his time has been eaten up by that, and so he hasn't been producing as much content in the last week or so. But definitely want to go check out his channel and support him. And the third one that I found this week was Evolutionary Comics. Again, another small channel, maybe under 100 subs. So, Jimmy G, thanks for stopping in. Good morning. Just was watching your 100 subscriber giveaway. Congrats to the winner. Some great foil cover books. So that was a great giveaway. I was just going through some shout outs, couple channels that I just recently discovered this week. And actually, I think one of the channels I mentioned, DC Irish, was in your giveaway. Just maybe I found him from your channel, but just discovered him this week. So shouted him out. I think he's under like 20 subs. So definitely need to go check him out. Oh yeah, no worries. All good. A lot of channels give a lot of stuff away. So I've actually had a few wins recently. So so it's nice. It's nice when you get some free stuff. So I just did my 400 subscriber giveaway. So it's always good when you can. And I'm actually sending out the books today. So always, it's always nice to be able to give something out to people that are supporting your channel. So and then it's always nice to win too. So but no worries. Rainy, kind of a rainy day here in New York. Yeah, yeah. I saw the duck race on another channel, and I fell in love with it. I'm like, that's a great. Other than I know other guys do spin the wheel, and you just did picking names out of the hat. Actually, that's how I won recently. I won on Simple Simon's channel, and he picked. He did the same thing. He picked names out of a bucket, and I was the winner. So yeah, so the old school manual methods still work. But yeah, I saw the duck race on another channel, and thought it was just an interesting way to do it, other than just kind of spinning a wheel or some of the other things, because they kind of end so quickly, like they're not very dramatic. The duck race I like because you can set like different times, and you kind of see, oh, you have a chance, and the ducks moving back and forth. So um, yeah, I just it was something I'm like, not too many people are using it, so let me use it. Um, but I was mentioning channels. The last channel, Evolutionary Comics. All of the links are down below, so definitely check out these channels if you're not aware of them. Evolutionary Comics. Again, a new channel to me. I just discovered this week. I think he's under 100 subs. So 2 out of the 3 I mentioned today are under 100 subs. So we definitely want to help those guys. If you're not subscribed to them, definitely give them a. Yeah, that's the other thing too. you know, yeah, international shipping. I actually have so there was one international winner in the Comic Book Community Awards, and I'm hopefully going to get to the post office today because obviously with international shipping you need to fill out a little bit more, paperwork. It's not like you can just print a label at home, and so I actually have to do that. I sent out all the other packages for the other winners, but there was just the one. MJ Comics, who won People's Choice, is in the UK, and so I have to go to actually physically go to the post office to ship it. So, and I'm interested to see how much it's going to cost, because I know shipping is bumped right now because of the holidays. They've increased, USPS has increased rates because of the holidays, which makes sense. The amount of volume they do this time of year. So interested to see what that one's going to cost me, but all good. Happy to do it. Glad to get prizes out to everybody. Um, so yeah, I know that, like I said, I mentioned earlier that this is a big C2E2 weekend. I know a bunch of the channels in the community are in Chicago at the show. A bunch of live streams, so definitely some good content. Actually, Chip Getler, White Shadow, was doing a bunch of live streaming from the con floor yesterday. So, and they were randomly bumping into people. So it was good to see a bunch of people there. Tyler Winder, Wink Inc., Slim Comics and more, Remy Q, Nick's Kicks and Comics, Tyler from Whack Comics, a bunch of people there. Morning, Scott. Scott, I'm surprised you didn't make the trip to C2E2 with everybody else going. I thought maybe you might pop in there as well. Ah, thanks, Jimmy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. I think everybody's setting their goals for next year to win some the CBC awards. Now that the trophies are out there and have been unveiled, I think people are looking ahead to their 2022 goals for the CBC awards. So. Um, Oh yeah, Comic Vet too, Chris. Yep, another one out at C2E2. So a ton of channels, and I think Chip was streaming live, and they randomly ran into a few other channels. Andy the Comic Man, I think, or a bunch of other channels. So really cool to see. Playing kind of, yeah, yeah. Chris the Comic Vet. I guess he frequents the states. I'm not sure why he doesn't just move here. He's always talking about, he's a big Buffalo Bills fan, and he's all over the United States. I'm not sure why he's living up in Canada. So, Wolf of Love trophies. I'm sure it would look good on your videos sitting there. So we'll see what we can do for next year. Definitely gonna. My plan is kind of just. I've got a lot of feedback from the community. I reached out to a bunch of people on the Comic Book Community Awards, so um, gonna kind of just take a break a little bit from it for the holidays here, the end of rest of the month, and then kind of start to look at everything in early next year. Actually, already I couldn't help myself. I already kind of plotted out the when the awards. I think the awards will always be like the first Saturday in December. I think that's a good spot. And then that gives me the I can plot everything across the year. So that's the plan now. So and yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited actually about next year already. I thought maybe I would need a little bit of a breather, but I'm doing that. I'm going to take a break just for a couple weeks, kind of step away from it, and then kind of revisit it. But the wheels are turning. Already trying to think of things and how we can improve it and make it, a better community event next year. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to. So we're what 5? So 4 or 5 days away from Spider-Man: No Way Home. Got my tickets for Friday, so looking forward to go seeing that. I know there's been so much hype about that movie, but I've been kind of not watching anything or reading anything on it the last couple of weeks because I really want to go in and have a good time with the movie. But I mean, there's just been so much speculation and rumors and who's in it, who's not in it, all these theories. I've been trying to just step away from it because I really I like going to see a movie to be entertained, to kind of just, get immersed into the movie. So I'm trying not to read too much stuff the next couple days before I go see the movie. So, Sleep and good morning. Thanks for stopping in. You, I'm amazed at the growth of your channel now that you've kind of pivoted a little bit with the whole, digital collections, NTFs. I mean, wow. I can't believe every time I go back and watch some of your videos, I'm looking at your sub numbers and it's crazy how, you've grown. I think you were just at 1,000 subs maybe 2-3 months ago. And then now I think you're almost at 3,000. It's crazy how many people are jumping on board the, NFT, collectibles. I think there's a drop this morning. I think there is. Wow, there's some digital collectible this morning. I forget what it is. I'm sure you know. So, yeah, it's a good way not to be spoiled when you go into the movie. Big Herm Station. Good morning. How are you? Yeah. So, hey, Herm, are you going? You got tickets for Spider-Man coming up this week? I got tickets for Friday, so looking forward to it. Yeah. Okay. I thought I was close. So October 1st, you were at 700. What are you at now? You got to be almost. I think the last time I checked, you were almost at getting close to 3,000. Is that right? So I'm looking. Like I said, I'm looking forward to Spider-Man this Friday. Trying to just take a step back from it. Oh wow, you're way 30. That is crazy. That is crazy. All right, Herm. Yeah, I'm going to I think 11:30 show on Friday. So yeah, looking forward to it. I tried to get some tickets Thursday night. Some of the local theaters here had some shows Thursday night, but they were sold out pretty quickly, or I think only the front row was left. So I didn't. I don't like sitting in the front row, with your neck. So I opted for Friday afternoon. Yeah, yeah. No, that's definitely a good way to go because the trailers can be either give away too much information or sometimes they're even misleading where there's things in the trailer that don't end up in the movie. So it's crazy. Oh, you're launching a website. Okay. Very cool. Definitely send that. I'm sure you're going to make an announcement in your video, but yeah, we can share that around. That's cool. Yeah, it's just amazing um, how quickly the NFT, collectible market is kind of exploding. So many people are kind of getting involved, and I guess I guess the thought is, and it's really for me too, why I've been buying comics, trying to buy comics on the drop days, um, because you're buying, um, a first edition or first appearance in the NFT world for $7 for a comic, 6.99. So um, I'm happy with spending that money and just buying and holding and see what happens because you just really don't know. I was listening to a radio show or a podcast. Noggin, good morning. I was listening to a radio show or podcast. I forget what it was sometime this week, and they were mentioning that there were some NFTs some of the early version. It was a monkey with a mohawk or something, some early version of NFTs. Um, and it recently sold for like $10 million. So that is just crazy. I think it was originally released in 2017, 2018, and then it was, like I said, sold for $10 million. So that's just crazy to think. Um, in a couple years, you have something that I think the story was that these were originally just free; they were given away, and now they've been sold multiple times. So something, in 4 or 5 years goes from a free item to now a 10 million, it's being sold for $10 million is really crazy to think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see it. If you hit it, if your timing is right, I guess, right? They always say, right, there's no timing and of the market, but sometimes if you get in on the ground floor and there's incredible growth, you can take advantage of it. Yeah, not a picnic shirt. Yeah, I know. I think comics got some stuff going on, Comic Journey, family wise. So I had reached out to him earlier in the week, and I think he was got some stuff going on. So because I don't think he's done any videos or anything in the last couple of days. So hopefully things get sorted out for him, and he's back soon. So oh wow, yeah. I there were. It seems like the drops too are becoming more frequent. Um, I think right we had a comic book drop. Was it yesterday? Or no, maybe it was Thursday still. I missed it. Dark Hawk 1. Um, but it definitely seems, and then I know, like I said, I think there's a drop this morning. There's some collectible item this morning. Is it, I'm forgetting what it is. I know it's an actual collectible. I thought it was related to a movie or something, but I forget. Um, But the only collectibles I've tried to actually purchase were the Star Wars, the Disney founders stuff, and I got sold out on it. So wow, crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Um, was that a? Oh, so yeah, you said it was a secret rare. Wow, that is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I've been just randomly trying to get stuff on the drops, NFTs, and I think I have a couple uncommons. No, I've not been lucky enough to hit a rare or a secret rare yet. So, but wow, that's crazy. 11,000 to 17,000 in what, just a couple days? That's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, you tapped into something at the right time. I mean, because it looks like so many people are, getting involved in it now. Now that there's a lot of mainstream, collectibles and the licensing deals that VV has, there's so many people that are getting involved with the NFTs. So it'll be interesting to see how things go, um, with the market. So. But yeah, like I said, looking forward to Spider Man. I've been watching the Hawkeye series too. That's been really good. I don't know if any of you guys have been watching it. There's 4 episodes out so far. I think there's a total of 6. Um, but it's been good. It's interesting to get a little bit more, um, you know, information or behind a little bit more in depth on Clint on Hawkeye. So it's been good. I know there's a lot of people that have been critical of that series and even a lot of the Disney Plus Marvel shows, but I mean for me it's more it's just it's pure entertainment. They're able to do a little bit more than they would in a movie, on a streaming service, on a TV show. And I've enjoyed Hawkeye so far. I can't believe there's only 2 episodes left. It's gone pretty quick, but um, I've enjoyed it. I don't get too crazy about trying to nitpick and get too in depth about trying to pick the show apart, or has it is it staying true to the comic stories. I just want to be entertained, right? I want to watch the show and have fun. So um oh yeah, that's a good theory, right? Because yeah, Boba Fett's the end of this month, just a couple weeks away. I think the 29th, I think it is, of December. So that should be interesting to see if they tie in some of the Star Wars stuff. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I think it's been really good. It's interesting to get the kind of post all the crazy battles of Hawkeye. Now he's kind of like he's got PTSD type. He's dealing with a lot of stuff, the loss of Black Widow, and the physical toll the battles have taken on him. Um, and the family dynamic within Hawkeye. So it's definitely interesting. It's more. I don't know. I know he doesn't have any superpowers, but you're getting more of, kind of how events like that would impact somebody's, regular life. So it's been pretty good. So yeah, like I said, I think I don't think any of the shows have been, um, on par with the movies. I don't think you can compete with the end game and the storyline that they built. Um, but it's definitely, I think the shows have been done well. The special effects look great. The look and feel of the shows have been really good. And I think they're trying to do some different things. You like with Hawkeye, you're getting more of a, behind the, what it means to be a superhero, how it impacts his daily life and his family and all those things. And I think the dynamic between Clint and Kate, Kate thinks she's his partner, and he's like, no, we're not partners. Kind of like a buddy cop type thing. It's funny. Tylex, good morning, sir. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I think I don't go into those like expecting too much. I want to be entertained. I want to have fun. I want to know a little bit more about the characters. So, I know some people are like, oh, that didn't happen in the comics, or that's not the right storyline, or those type of things. I try not to get caught up in that. I just want to, I want to unwind. I want to be entertained. So. Um, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know. I was watching last episode 4, and I was like, "Oh, damn, it's over already!" Like, yeah, you want more, but then I'm also like, "Wow, there's only 2 episodes left," and they've introduced a lot of storylines. Um, so it's kind of interesting to see how they're going to be able to pay things off in only 2 episodes. So um, yeah, yeah. I mean, the story that they built, the way they built it was, with the Avengers storyline, but then all of the other, the Captain America Civil War, I think was one of my favorites. But the way they, put all the pieces together and then culminated in Endgame, that's really tough. Tough to beat. There's kind of, that emotional attachment. When they're going after Thanos, and Cap, grabs the Thor's hammer. I mean, that's like the pinnacle. We went, my son and I, my wife went um, to the theater on opening night and for Endgame, and the theater was just exploded when that happened. When Cap grabbed Thor's hammer, it was like the 300 people in the theater just erupted. So it's tough to beat that that emotional tie-in that they built in a 6 episode TV series, but um, they've been good so far. So yeah, that's been the storyline, right? Hawkeye, he's kind of trying to tie things up and make sure Kate is safe, but he's struggling with he's got to get home to his family, his wife and his 3 kids. So yeah, before Christmas, because it's like the week before Christmas. And it's interesting too, the timing, because it is December, we're 2 weeks away from Christmas, the way they've kind of tied that in. And they're in New York City. In New York City is usually crazy, Christmas time with the Christmas tree and Radio City and all the things. So it's been interesting to see that. Because it feels like it's happening like right now, because it's kind of following the same timeline with the holidays. So it's been pretty interesting. Yeah, I thought Civil War. Well, Civil War for me was really good because Civil War was the first one that Spider Man was introduced, Tom Holland Spider Man. So that was great to have him, in the MCU. Um, and I think that whole airport, battle scene was really good. And it wasn't that the movie too, where the scene where Cap was in the elevator, and he takes out all of the guys in the elevator. I mean, that was a really great scene too. So I think there was just some really good, fights in Civil War. So I thought, it was definitely action packed. So um, yeah, so that's what I've been watching. I was gonna share here. Let me see if I can bring it up. Um, Trying to get in a bunch of my reading too. I didn't visit my LCS last 2 weeks ago, but visited this week. Um, so these are so I don't know if you guys use my um, League of Comic Geeks, but this is the website. It's really good. You can kind of generate a pull list, so you can see what you're purchasing each week. It kind of gives you the price and it gives you a total, so you can kind of figure out, how much money you're going to spend, um, each week. So this was 2 weeks ago. This was December 1st. So I picked up these books. Actually, and these are the books I have on my pull list, but then I usually always pick up some other books. So I did read Amazing Spider-Man 80. I'm actually going to do a review on that. And then this week, and I actually picked up more than this, but Amazing Spider-Man 80.BUY. This was kind of a side story with Doc Ock and um, Aunt May. So that was really good because for me anyway, because I enjoyed it because I haven't read the Superior Spider-Man when Doc Ock takes over, um, and then I know there was a point where Aunt May was dating Doc Ock and everything. So um, that was this was good for me. I want to go back now and read those storylines. And the other book I picked up this week that yeah, I like the Darth Vader cover. Yeah, let me go back to that. There, and what I like about the League of Comic Geeks too is like, so it shows you, kind of gives you a synopsis of the book and gives you all the different, variant covers that are available for the week. So it's really good. It's a good website to kind of keep track of what's coming up, and then they show you like for each week. So for the 15th, here are all the new books that are coming out, on the 15th. And I think they're actually ranked in maybe pre-order or pull list order, how many, copies are being sold. So Amazing Spider-Man's number one, Wonder Woman 782, two, and then kind of so on down the line. But it shows you everything that comes out and all of the variant covers. So it's a good tool that I like to use. So um, yeah, and like I said, you can bring up the pull list and see. I know. Look, I'm spending about $32 next week with just the stuff in my pull list. Unless I decide to pick up some other books, which I usually do. So it's pretty nice. It kind of outlays everything. So if you guys aren't using that, you should definitely check that out. Um, so um, yeah, I think that's really about it. Rainy Saturday here in NY. We're supposed to get some. It's like 60 degrees here. We're supposed to get like a thunderstorm and some heavy winds and stuff later on. So it's going to be a fun day of being inside. So I might be able to catch up on yeah, yes, I know. I'm able to see that every week and say, oh, that's how much I'm spending. I did pick up Devil's Reign too, the 6-part series, the whole Kingpin outlawing superheroes in New York City. I read the first issue. That was really good. It seems to be a lot of tie-ins with Daredevil, which I have not been reading, so I'm a little fuzzy on some of the backstory. And I know everybody has said that the current Daredevil run has been really good. Um, but I haven't, I haven't been reading that. So, but I'm interested to see where Devil's Reign goes. Um, it's got a lot of different characters in it. It's kind of a crossover tie-in. So it's the first issue I enjoyed so far. So only 69, huh? Yeah, I think my like I said, I think we're going to be around 60 today, which is obviously unusual for December in the Northeast, but I'll take it. And I'd much rather have the rain than snow, so not a problem. so so yeah, what about you guys? What are you guys reading? What books have been good for you guys? I still have a couple other books that I need to get. Some of the independent books. Venom 2 I have to read yet. Haven't read that. Um, a few other. I'm hopefully going to get most of that reading done this weekend. So yeah, all right. Yeah, it's been a little. It was foggy here this morning because it warmed up so quickly. So it was cool yesterday, like in the 40s, and now, like I said, it's close to 60 here today. So yeah, there was a little bit of fog out there this morning for us too. So yeah, I don't know what else is going on for you guys this weekend. I nothing big for me. Laying low, um, getting ready for the holidays, that kind of stuff. So, um, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. The Northeast, I know. Like I said, I know a bunch of the guys are out at a bunch of the channels are at C2E2 in Chicago. This time of year, Chicago would be cold, but it looks like they're getting a bit of a warm up there too. So not too bad for them. But yeah, Northeast can be brutal. Yeah, I've heard. I think I heard it from you about Flash. That Flash has been really good. I know I haven't read Daredevil, but I have heard good things. It's Chip Zdarsky, right? Who's been writing that series. Yeah, Nightwing's been good. And I heard a lot of people say that Robin has been really good. The new Robin series. I've been collecting it. I haven't been reading it. So I think we're at issue 7 or 8. I need to take a look at that because um, oh, it was okay. Yeah, I was looking forward. I was looking to see. I thought DJ was going to do a show last night live from, he's in the Mix Friday show, but didn't look like he was. Didn't look like he went live. I checked his channel this morning. I didn't see it, so I guess maybe they were technical difficulties, or maybe out, partying. So yeah, I've picked up some of the Nightwing issues, but I haven't read it. But I heard that's been really good too. Yeah, and Robin. Um, so I guess that's because there's so many Batman stories out there right now. It seems like there's a new Batman book every week. So maybe some of those secondary stories. Although we're talking about you know Batman partners in Nightwing and Robin, but I've heard good things. I got to get back. I gotta read them. I just um, haven't had the chance. They're on my death pile of reading. Stack is it's getting bigger and bigger. So so yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys jumping in this morning. Like I said, I know C2E2 is sucking up a big chunk of the community this weekend. It's great to see that all the guys together meeting and um, definitely definitely. I don't know why everybody picked C2E2. Maybe because Chicago, middle of the country, or middle and north of the country. That was a kind of a good meeting spot. Um, but I couldn't. This time of year, we're settling in for the holidays, and we're actually traveling later this month to see some family and stuff. So I couldn't. I would have loved to have gone to C2E2, but just couldn't swing it. So yeah, guys, I think that's it. I was, wanted a couple shout outs. I did some shout outs earlier. Definitely go check out those channels. There's two DC Irish and Evolutionary Comics new channels. DC Irish is only like at 20 subs. So definitely go check out those channels. Links in the description. Definitely go check them out. Support those guys. Yeah. Yeah, I mean Chicago's not that far, from New York. It's not that long of a flight. I think it's like less than 2 hour flight. It was just timing. This time of year, extra money is going towards the holidays, Christmas stuff, and we do it. Like I said, we are traveling later this month, so just couldn't swing an extra, several $100 between airfare and hotel, and then money for the con itself. So yeah, that would not get the wife approval. So I didn't even ask. uh, yeah, yeah. We're kind of winding down, right? So yeah. Well, thanks, Jimmy, and thanks everybody. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate you guys being here this morning. I'm going to go get some reading done. I think nice rainy day to get some caught up on some comic books. So appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks.